Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, a very interesting story to talk about today. The University of Rhode Island is actually headed to court to fight a proposed transportation service for its students. In case you hadn't heard, it's called the Rogue Island Jitney, and it was approved last month by the State Division of Public Utilities and Carriers. Now, the jitney would pick up students from campus, drive them to nearby bars in Narragansett, and university officials say the service would encourage drinking and could create crowd and safety problems. The owner of the service refused to comment because of the pending litigation, but said in testimony before the DPUC that he would only transport students of legal drinking age and that his service would help keep drunk drivers off the roads. All right, well, first of all, what do you think of the idea at its core?
I love it.
Michaela, what do you think?
It's a good idea, but I feel like it would maybe encourage people just to get totally plastered.
Time out, says Patrick.
You just got out of college, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do kids do in college? Most of them.
They go out drinking. I'm not saying that people aren't going to do that. And yeah, it gets drunk drivers off the road, but it's almost an excuse of, hey, I have this ride home, I'm going to get drunk or whatever. But who's to say that there's not even going to be enough room on that bus for everyone who's there?
I think it's.
So what are they going to do?
I'll let you chime in a second. I think it's a great idea because having gone to college, I live in a college town now in Bristol, where I worry about kids driving from Roger Williams back, all those bars in downtown Bristol, and I see the bus that's out there takes the kids home. Kids are going to go to college and they're away from home. They're going to act like clowns, and they're going to.
And they're not going to just drink when they go out. They're going to drink in their rooms. They're going to drink outside on a nice warm night. You know what I mean? I don't look at it as another reason to go out and get bombed because this service is there. I mean, I was looking at a comment that the attorney who wants to create this said that he says that URI students are grossly underserved by public transportation, and that the service would keep potentially intoxicated drivers out of their cars. Isn't that the point? Don't you think, Patrick?
I agree. And, URI, especially the students at URI, they're spread out more. I mean, they're not in Kingston. They're spread out like Bonnet Shores, Narragansett, by the beach, and they want to go to this Coast Guard house, Charlie, whatever. And there's a lot of driving around involved. It's not, for non-commuters, they're still commuting to and from class. I lived off campus in college for 2 years, and there were a lot of times where I probably should not have been in a car. A lot of times. And I wish they had this service because it's going to happen. Bars can't even police people that are underage getting into their bars. So the whole thing about worrying about, I'm only going to transport underage kids, forget it. Because even the restaurants and bars can't keep underage kids out of their places and keep them from
But I think it's good that he makes that point, that it's not going to
be
be
for legal purposes. He's protecting himself.
Well, Patrick.
It's true.
Well, okay,
Danielle.
But, well, you would hope that he would do the right thing, though, and check IDs like everybody else is supposed to do. Don't roll your eyes. I think it's important. You're supposed to do the right thing.
I do.
Supposed to do the right thing.
I agree.
I'm just surprised.
I was just hoping
I sound like his mother. Patrick?
You didn't call me honey. When you really love me, you call me honey.
Well, I'm just surprised that, so many kids are driving to these bars. Why isn't someone putting a bar, like, on the campus? Or maybe not on the campus.
Bring it to them.
Right there. No, I'm saying, it's a college town. It's a huge campus. Moneymaker.
I'll tell you why.
I mean,
I'll tell you why.
Put one
they don't want the...
There was a college bar on the campus of the college I went to, St. Anselm College in Manchester. Great, cheap drinks and all that stuff. But guess what? At the college campus pub, all those little underclassmen, those young ladies, the freshmen and sophomore that you wanted to meet and get cozy with, they didn't get into the college campus bar. That's why they went to the off-campus bar, to the one that they got into.
And close enough to the line.
The drink specials were better at the off-campus pubs versus the one on campus.
Or how about where I went to school? We had to drive to Canada.
And you didn't want to hang out in the campus pub because all the teachers were getting sloshed in the campus pub.
Oh my gosh. Sloshed, drunk, buzzed. Like, how much more are we going to talk about here?
Let's get out of here.
Thank goodness it's not our delicious drink day today.
Danielle's rolling her eyes at me, Courtney. She's mad at me. She almost called me honey. When she calls me honey on the air, then I know I'm in really big trouble.
Now I'm wagging my finger at him.
She calls me Thomas Patrick Little. Come over here.
It's not so heated over here because I'm by myself, so it's not too bad. But I am chatting with our viewers right now on the live blog, and a lot of them are for this service, and we have some folks on our Facebook page who aren't. So we'll start on foxprovidence.com right now. And Jerry said, I think the bus is great, but they should check IDs before anyone gets on it. Smoky Wolf says this is totally wrong. It will turn into a pub crawl. I don't think this is a good idea. Just another reason for our kids to drink more, which they should be more worried about class instead of drinking. And Aaron S. says they think the shuttle's a great idea. The students are going to drink regardless. At least they aren't walking drunk or driving drunk. Here's our poll right underneath the live blog. What do you think about the shuttle service idea? Your choices are A, it'll keep drunk drivers off the road, B, it could encourage drinking, or C, it could create crowd and safety problems. I've posted that story there about URI fighting against this shuttle service if you do want to read some more about it. We've got about 10 comments so far on the wall on our Facebook page, and Brian Birch says, I'm 100% against drinking, but if these kids are going to be drinking alcohol, then wouldn't it be in their best interest that they have a safe way home where they are not driving? And Diana Cohn says, I think the shuttle is a great idea. If they're going to drink, they should at least have a safe way to get home. If this saves even one life, it will be well worth it. So we will see what happens there, and if you're completely opposed to it, join us on the live blog. We'll be on it till about 9 o'clock, and we can chat some more about the buzz.